And I think you bring an interesting perspective because much like your experience with Dan Quinn, you also have an experience with Joe Witt Jr. He was the secondaries coach when you were on the defense in Dallas. Now he's the defensive coordinator. You've got to see him grow along with you. What has it been like playing under Joe Witt Jr., a defensive coordinator who has done so much and accomplished so much in his coaching career?
For sure. And he's a guy who believes in rushing, covering, and when you literally have guys who's covering and rushing, the game goes our way. Sacks, turnovers, picks, pick sixes, and then you just see how much fun we're having. And so when that stuff is presented in the meetings, it sounds good and it make you feel good. So now we go out there and practice, we itch to make that stuff happen. And that's the type of impact he has.
And I don't know if you know this, but, we do our research here, and PFF has you with 11 QB hurries this season. That's 5th in the NFL. Not 5th on the team, that's 5th in the NFL. When you look around you, because this defensive line is a new-look defensive line, you got a lot of new guys on there. How is this working so well, not only just for you, but for the entire defensive line? Because we're seeing a bunch of guys being able to show out.
For sure. We got that confidence in each other. We know that everybody can play any position, and the study that we put in together on and off the field, on Sunday, we just come to cut it loose.
And we lost a key member of our defensive line in Deatrich Wise. Man, this a gentle giant, if you will, like one of the nicest guys,
Absolutely.
Man. What was that like? What was your conversations been like with Wise? Because we've all been there, right, where we got to overcome this hurdle. We got to overcome an obstacle. This is a big obstacle for him. Have you been able to talk to him? What has that been like being there for him?
Man, I know him on a whole nother personal level, so immediately when it happened, it was heartbreaking for me. But he had his surgery. I shot him a text message. He probably not gonna want me to share this, but it was so impactful for me. After the game on the ride back, he flew back with us, and sitting down chopping it up with him. He was in a little bit of a better spirit than he was when it happened, but as he was talking, he just broke down. Like, he was laughing, talking in mid-convo, he just broke down. And, I just remember the stuff that I could hear him saying on the field, and so I know how much this meant to him, and I know how much he meant to the building, because every day he come in, he's probably the first person in here. Energy level on 1,000. Even if you're just walking in the building, he got jokes. He want to make you smile, laugh, all that. So now that's going, the room's a little different. The building's completely different. But he's for sure always remembering. You can definitely feel that his presence isn't here no more.
I remember talking to guys like Coach Sharif, and he'll say a guy like Wise is somebody we got to tell to relax a little bit. Like, he's always doing so much. Like, we want him to be able to preserve that. But I got to imagine that affects somebody like you, right? Like, Wise has won the Super Bowls. He has been in the league a little longer than you. What have you been able to learn, not only from Wise, but playing next to guys like Deron Payne, being able to be a leader to a guy like Johnny Newton, even a guy like Jean-Baptiste, who's a 7th-round pick? I got to imagine all of you guys are helping each other grow in different ways.
For sure. For me, I think it's always been a challenge to be more vocal. All my life, people was telling me that you're a leader, you can be more vocal, but in my eyes, I look at it as I lead by how I play, my examples. Now that I'm older, man, I can say what I'm feeling, and I know how to deliver it so guys can get the message. And that's with Wise, me and him will have talks, because sometimes I don't know how to say what I'm feeling other than when I'm angry. But I can talk to him. He can calm me down. He can give me a different perspective, how to go about it, how to handle it. And so, yeah, man, that's just who he was.
And